Hello and welcome to the AWIN Beginner Guide for Brands. I'm Elliot Myers, the Affiliate Marketing Advisor, a specialist affiliate marketing consultant, and I'm on a mission to make affiliate marketing valuable for every business. In today's video, I'm going to talk you through the AWIN interface. So if we start with the dashboard, when you log into your dashboard, one of the first things you'll see are the two bars for month-to-month performance, and you can also toggle for year-on-year. If you navigate to the to-do list, there should be, as your program gets busier, there'll be quick ways to access things like approvals, offers that may have expired, any transaction queries, sales to be validated. So just things to keep an eye on. And always keep an eye on the AWIN index progress, which basically records how competitive your program is versus other brands that are on AWIN. Also is the payment status under account overview. You'll generally want this to be green. Publishers do look to see what if this is green or not. Amber, you can get away with. Red, no. Red means that you basically don't pay your affiliate, so they won't want to work with you. So work with your finance team to try and keep these green, and also to stay within your credit limit. If you're finding that you're always out of your credit limit, contact AWIN to have it increased. So if we go to the account section, we'll go through each part. So under profile overview, this is where you have the text sections that explain what your program is about, and also where your terms and conditions and other bits, how affiliates can work with you, and affiliates that you want to work with or don't want to work with, your brand guidelines are all there. Under settings, you have the main contact detail. Under contact details, partnership settings, basically it has the automated email when partners join, and also a quick summary of how affiliates are to talk about your brand to their audience. Tracking settings has various things to do with attribution, the auto validation, your cookie window, the UTM strings for Google as well are also there. Under promotional, sector categorization is how you label your brand, and it means that when publishers are looking for brands to work with, they can target relevant sectors. Under users, account users, basically the people that have access to the account permissions, or the level of permissions each person has, what they can and can't do. Contact permissions are the information about account users that publishers are able to see, and invite users, how you would invite anyone new to your program, and you can set their level of permission as well. Under the publishers section, you have the publisher directory, which is where you go to find new partners and recruit directly on AWIN for partners that are already on AWIN. The opportunity marketplace is where AWIN publishers will post certain things, such as an affiliate may have a certain social media following, and they're saying, okay, I'll do a post about a brand. And you can basically look at the different types of offers that affiliates are putting out and the compensation they want, and see if there's anything interesting. Under manage, publisher management is where your current partners are. What you can do is, when you click through that toggle to joined on your left-hand side, and then you can extract the list, and you can get all the email addresses of all your partners, and you can contact them directly that way. Publisher approvals are where you go to decline or approve anyone that applies to join your program. I always recommend you talk to anybody before you actually approve them. And publisher tags is useful. So if you are really focused on influencers, you may want to start tagging up partners as influencers. So if you just go through that section, click on manage tags, and then go to add new tag, you can start to create your own categories, which makes reporting on particular groups a lot easier. On to commissions. So validate pending transactions are where sales that are yet to be paid at a commission are stored. You can pull this information to cross-reference it with your own e-com data, because the sale IDs that your store generates are tracked into AWIN, and then you can decline any refunds or sales that have any other issues, or you can manually approve sales as well. Transaction queries are when a affiliate believes they should have been paid a commission on a sale, and they basically challenge a decision to not pay out on that. So that's where those are, and you can launch an investigation into sales and talk to the partner about what's going on. Batch process transaction queries and batch process commission. Batch process commission pertains to the validate pending transactions. It just means that you can mass approve or decline sales for commissions. Batch process transaction queries means you can mass approve transaction queries. Add manual commissions, where you'll be able to pay a fixed cash sum to an affiliate. This may also be referred to as a bonus payment. So if you agree with an affiliate to send out a newsletter and it's $500, then you could pay them the $500 through there. You can ignore the sale field. All that matters is the commission field, really, and that you get the correct affiliate ID. Offline transaction reporting is where if tracking's been down for any reason, you can upload any sales that should have tracked in there. Bonus manager is where you can set rules for affiliates to receive fixed cash payments. So, for example, if they achieve a certain amount of sales, they could receive a bonus for doing so. Commission manager is where your default commissions are stored, and also where you can set bespoke rates for affiliates. And also there's a timeline option for you to view the history of a commission rate paid to an affiliate. Commission by basket value allows you to compensate an affiliate based on the amount a customer spends. There is a UX bug where the affiliate can't actually see if commission rates by basket value have been set up. So you just need to communicate that to them and let them know that there's a little bug where they can't actually currently see that. But they'll be able to see it reflected in their commissions that are tracking through. Commission will assist. If you believe there are certain affiliates that are quite valuable in helping lead to a sale, but they're not the last click that closes a sale, AWIN in their reporting, in the publisher performance report, has something called Assisted by AWIN. It's just AWIN's own version of attribution, but it only works within the affiliate journeys and affiliate ecosystem. It's not in any way linked to other channels, etc. But the point being, if you say, for example, work with or want to work with like editorials or bloggers, etc., and you realize that they're not often maybe where consumers go for the last step to make a purchase. If another affiliate closes a sale, but AWIN recognizes that the other affiliate was involved somehow. So let's say someone went to read a review, then they went to a voucher site, and the voucher site got the last click, so they would get 100% of the commission. You can actually set an amount for, say, a review site to actually receive some money on that transaction. So it can be a good way to incentivize partners that aren't necessarily your closers, but are the people that are the instigators. And CPCs, cost per click, is where you can reward affiliates on a click basis. So let's move over to Toolbox. So within Toolbox, you have the link builder, where you can build tracking links and give those to affiliates. You can build tracking links for specific affiliates as well. And you can even shorten the links so that the URL is social media friendly. The key thing to note is if you don't make a link for a specific affiliate, there'll be about 6 explanation marks. Within those 6 explanation marks, the affiliate needs to put in their 6-digit ID. So if you work with influencers, and sometimes they don't necessarily know they're not really savvy with AWIN, just make sure that you tell them to put their ID in the link, or you make sure they're on your program. Then you can make the link for them, and then you don't have to worry about putting the 6 digits where the explanation marks are. The creative section is where you upload your images and banners. Excuse me. The offer section is where you would upload any promotions or discount codes. You can do exclusive discount codes as well. And you can also do code attribution. So if you've given a code to a particular partner and other partners have started using that code and then they were told not to do so, what code attribution does is it means that only the partner who has been assigned that particular code will receive a commission when it's used. So it stops other affiliates capitalizing on the use of codes if you only want to use them with a particular partner. Product feeds, again, highly recommend you upload a product feed, and this is where you would store that. Advertiser master tag basically displays all of the technology partners that AWIN work with and that you can work with to solve various problems such as basket abandonment. Promotional, so if partners are going to feature a brand in an email campaign, they can upload the email here, then you can approve or ask for amends to the part that mentions you. Communication center is how you can communicate to affiliates through AWIN, and the hub is where you can engage different publishers. You sort of post offers there, and then that can sort of be attractive to publishers that may want to start supporting and promoting your brand. So let's go through support. Program upgrades, if you need more support from AWIN, that's where you would go to. Publish a newsletter, basically highlights trending brands for AWIN publishers. So it's always worth contacting the AWIN team to try and get involved in that. It drives a lot of awareness about your brand. AWIN Wiki, videos, news, and events, all linked to if you need help. But the Wiki especially is really good if you need any help, especially on technical matters. Contacts there if you need to contact someone from AWIN. Tracking diagnosis and tracking installation guide are there if there are any tracking issues. So on to reports. Publisher performance, performance over time, and transaction reports are probably the three key pillar reports. Between publisher performance and performance over time, those will be the reports I recommend you extract the data, build pivot tables, and how you basically, those are the reports you use to report on the performance of your affiliate program. The reason you use both of them is the publisher performance report is not able to tell you how affiliates have performed over a series of days. So it can't split out particular days, whereas performance over time can, but it can't report on all of your affiliates. It sort of it can't report on individual affiliates. It sort of looks at your program as a whole. So what you have to use is a mixture of both of those reports, and that's how you would get a view of how your program's performing. Performance over time would be just like a program at a macro level, and then the publisher performance would be how individual partners are performing. Publisher performance comparison, as it says, you can compare the performance of A and B partner. Commission group performance is only relevant if you have multiple commission groups. So if you have, say, for example, 20 different commission groups for 20 different products or categories, collections, whatever it may be, then it'd be useful. But if you've only got one commission group, then it's not going to really tell you anything. Product performance will tell you how products are performing, what products affiliates are selling. Creative performance tells you how many people have clicked on banners and then gone on to make a purchase for any creative assets. Again, the transactions report, really good for in terms of like cross-referencing invoicing, and so on and so forth. And the device report can tell you the purchase splits between tablets, desktop, and mobile.